Welcome to EU Privacy for All, Session 31 on GDPR, Article 12, Transparent Information and Modalities for Exercising the Rights of the Data Subject. Article 12 was finally entitled Transparent Information, Communication and Modalities for the Exercise of the Rights of the Data Subject. This article lays down that the controller shall take appropriate measures to provide the information related to the processing in a concise, transparent, intelligible, and easily accessible form, using clear and plain language, in particular for any information addressed specifically to a child. Such information could be provided in writing, including using electronic means. It could also, when requested by the data subject, be provided orally, provided that the identity of the data subject is proven by other means. The controller shall additionally facilitate the exercise of the data subject rights and not refuse to act on the request of the data subject for exercising his or her rights, unless it would demonstrate that it is not in a position to identify the data subject. Moreover, the controller shall provide information on action taken on a request without undue delay and within 1 month of receipt of the request at the maximum. This period may be extended for 2 further months when necessary. If the controller does not take action on the request of the data subject, it shall inform the data subject without delay, and at the latest within 1 month, of the reasons for not taking action, and on the possibility of lodging a complaint with a supervisory authority or seeking a judicial remedy. The information shall be provided free of charge, where requests from a data subject are manifestly unfounded or excessive, in particular because of their repetitive character. The controller may either charge a reasonable fee or refuse to act on the request. In either cases, the controller shall bear the burden of demonstrating the manifestly unfounded or excessive character of the request. Finally, where the controller has reasonable doubts concerning the identity of the natural person making the request, it may request the provision of additional information. And the information to be provided to the data subjects, pursuant to Article 13 and 14, may be provided in combination with standardized icons. The Commission will be empowered to adopt delegated acts in accordance with Article 92 provisions for the purpose of determining the information to be presented by the icons. The notion of lawful and fair information is laid down also in Recital 39. The principle of transparency applies and requires that the information related to the processing of personal data would be easily accessible and easy to understand. It also entails that natural persons would be made aware of risks, rules, safeguards, and rights, and the specific purposes of the processing. This same principle of fair and transparent processing is laid down in Recital 60. Any further information necessary for the good understanding of the processing has to be provided to the data subject, taking into account the specific circumstances and contexts of this processing. Standardized icons could be used. Finally, Recital 166 refers directly to standardized icons and procedures for providing such icons. Directive 95/46 does not frame the transparency, neither the use of standardized icons or clear and intelligible language, but Article 10 and 11 already laid down that the information of data subject shall be transparent. What should accountable data controllers get prepared for? First, controllers will have to inform data subjects in an easily accessible and easy to understand way. that is to say, using clear and plain language, and in particular if addressing specifically to a child. This information shall be provided in writing or by other means where appropriately in electronic form. Or, when requested by the data subject, it could be provided orally, under the condition that the identity of the data subject is proven by other means. Controllers will also have to facilitate the overall exercise of data subjects' rights. The controller cannot refuse to act unless it demonstrates that it is not in a position to identify the data subject. It will have to provide the information on action taken without undue delay, at the latest within 1 month of receipt of the request, extendable for a maximum of 2 further months. It will also have 1 month only to inform about the reasons why it did not take action and the possibility to lodge a complaint. It can charge a reasonable fee if it demonstrates requests are manifestly unfounded or excessive. In case of reasonable doubts with regard to the identity of the individual, the controller may request additional information. Finally, the information provided to the data subjects may be provided in combination with standardized icons. So the question triggered now is about the EU Commission framing, using delegated acts, the use of icons.